Today's horoscope, Taurus April 14th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With Venus no longer retrograde, you've ideally learned a lot about what and who you want in recent weeks. As you advance, you'll see some delays lifting in projects or relationships moving forward. You now enjoy a better understanding of what and who you like, as well as how you genuinely feel about your relationships and pastimes. Today and tomorrow, you more readily recognize your vulnerabilities, and it can be a time to see what you need to release in order to move forward. A new understanding of a problem is possible now. The light shines on aspects of your personality and life that you may not typically see or confront, and your intuition is strong. Even if uncomfortable elements are involved in this process, aim to take advantage of this time. Prepare to be rather busy this week. A full moon in your solar house of productivity is bursting forth like chariots out of the gate. This means you'll be consumed with work-related projects, daily routines, and all sorts of responsibilities, but the key is not to be overwhelmed. Finding time for pleasure, relaxation, and romance is crucial to living a very fulfilling life. Don't just get caught in the never-ending grind. Unplug for some TLC, and you'll remember that intimacy is like a battery. It recharges your heart and your soul. Change can be a good thing. You might feel strongly about your professional commitments and career path when the moon enters Scorpio and squares Pluto in Aquarius. On the one hand, you should advance in your career path. On the other hand, you may not want to give up any of your current arrangements and partnerships. Something has to give. You have to make a change in one area to see a change in another. Do not be afraid to adjust accordingly if you want to advance in your career path. Today's astral configuration brings you a powerful dose of energy that you may use in any way you like. However, it must be said that unheeded, this kind of energy can be depressive. We recommend you use it in the following way, externally and within a given structure. Get into a regular exercise regimen. Start out with moderation so you are not discouraged. Routine aerobic exercise will raise your level of energy in a stable way, preventing the downfall that comes with inconsistency. This day will see you clicking along, keeping busy and getting things done. When it comes to organizing and prioritizing, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better vibration than this one. You will notice that your thoughts are clearer, and that tending to tasks feels right. If you're one who is prone to procrastination, you aren't apt to have any trouble with this today. Whether you are at work or at home, this is sure to be a productive day for you. At some point during the month-long wind down of your old solar, the moon will return to your work sector and clash with the sun in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart. At what is usually the least active point in any year for work and job matters, this can give things a welcome boost, while pushback from the sun can put how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test. Peaking over the weekend will make this more a timely reminder, and especially as this is going to energize things across the income, work and career fronts in a way that could have long-term implications. With no planetary activity in your relationship sector since the asteroid Juno, the Queen of Commitment, left in February, as you draw closer to the moon's return tomorrow, there is already a call to start paying attention. Especially as it is while the moon is here and you are emotionally engaged and aware that in 2 days Juno will not only retrograde back in for a do-over, but to spend the next 6 months here and in time to capture Mars' final days in your communication sector. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon moves into intense and transformative Scorpio, emotions may start to stir beneath the surface. You might feel a shift in energy, one that brings deeper emotional awareness and perhaps even a touch of turbulence. Later, when the moon forms a square with Pluto in Aquarius, tension can build, especially around control, power dynamics, and deeply held beliefs. You might find yourself clinging to an idea or opinion with unwavering conviction, feeling absolutely certain that you're right, regardless of what others may say. While this confidence can be empowering, it's also a reminder to stay open and aware of how your intensity is affecting those around you. Think of it like this: have you ever been so passionate about something that you couldn't let it go, even when the moment called for peace or compromise? That kind of determination can be powerful, but it can also create resistance if you're not careful. Today's cosmic weather invites you to tread lightly. Observe your reactions. Notice where your emotions are coming from. Not everything is meant to be controlled or resolved immediately. Sometimes, just recognizing the heat of a moment is enough to move through it gracefully. The good news is, your natural ability to bring warmth and sincerity into your interactions can help ease any tension you encounter. When you approach others with a kind and calm demeanor, even when emotions are high, you may find support coming from unexpected corners. Perhaps someone you didn't expect to understand your point of view will suddenly show compassion. Or maybe a long-standing conflict finds a soft place to land. Your voice matters, especially when it's used to advocate for what's meaningful to you and for the people you care about. This is a powerful time to speak up about the changes you want to see, not just in your personal life, but in the broader world. People are more willing to listen when your words come from a place of authenticity. If there's a cause you're passionate about, or a personal boundary you've been meaning to express, this energy can support those important conversations. Socially, there's a lot of potential for connection and mutual support. You may feel more open than usual, eager to engage with others, to learn from them, and to share your experiences. It's a beautiful time to deepen your bonds with the people already close to you, or to form new connections that feel aligned with your spirit. Whether it's a spontaneous conversation with a stranger, a long talk with a close friend, or a heart-to-heart with a partner, meaningful interactions can lead to surprising insight. In relationships, give yourself and your partner or close companions plenty of breathing room. A little space can go a long way in preserving harmony, especially if conversations start to heat up. When the tension cools, reconnecting can bring clarity and even strengthen your bond. Sometimes, time apart helps us come back to each other with more understanding. On the material front, this is a favorable time for spending, but with wisdom. Treat yourself to something that brings you joy, whether it's a small indulgence or a well-considered investment. The key is to balance impulse with intention. If someone close to you offers financial or practical advice, listen. There's likely value in their perspective, and you're in a good place to make choices that benefit you long-term. And let's not forget about your physical well-being. You may feel a surge of energy and motivation to move your body. Don't let it go to waste. Exercise doesn't have to be strenuous or time-consuming to be effective. Whether it's yoga, a walk in nature, dancing around your living room, or a more structured workout, find what makes you feel alive. Taking care of your body today isn't just about fitness, it's about honoring your vitality. Consider dedicating a day each week to your wellness. Your mind and body will thank you. Today's astrology invites you into transformation, not in dramatic or overwhelming ways, but through small, deliberate actions that create lasting shifts. It's a day to honor your emotional truth, to communicate with care, and to embrace your own power with humility and kindness. Have you noticed your emotions running a bit higher than usual lately? Are there power dynamics you're ready to shift, or conversations you're finally prepared to have? Take a moment to reflect, and if you're comfortable, share your experiences. Your insight could be just the thing someone else needs to hear today. Let this be a day of self-discovery, quiet strength, and gentle progress. The cosmos is always shifting, and within that movement, we each have a chance to find balance in our own beautiful way.